And what do you two think you're doing?
Just making you...
Look, foolish.
Took you to...
I never used a gun before, and that was pretty cool. Feel powerful when you pull the trigger.
That doesn't! This is a disgrace!
What is she doing down?
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's kind of cute outside, George.
Isn't she? Take that!
Laura?
It's changed drastically since the very first script. It's gone through so many permutations, and it's even different every night. So we have like a loose script that we use, but it's mostly us just like playing around with each other.
I think the original script started off at something like 122 pages,
Yeah.
and this is like 77. So they cut 50 pages out of it. So it's been a trimming process, definitely, and refinement is definitely key too.
This is my third Panto, so I like doing it. I know there are a lot of rules. It's difficult because there are so many rules, but it makes it more fun, and there's freedom within the rules as well. But it's something I think we're the only theater in Chicago that does pantomimes, so it's pretty cool. It's like I'd never been exposed to it before this, and I'm grateful that I have been now.
Yeah, and I think it's different because we're not doing it for a British audience. So while we do have to honor the traditions and stick with some of the formulas, there is stuff that we have to change because our cultural understanding, the jokes that we get, are not the same as the jokes that a British audience would get. Which is why I think this script particularly is so loose. A lot of it is improv because that's something that American audiences really respond to. We love that kind of humor. So we need to add that in for you guys because, you know, we aren't just performing for a bunch of people who already know what these traditions are and are expecting certain things.
I think for someone like me, who this is my first experience acting in a panto, the formula of panto allowed me to feel safe with the improv that we introduce as Americans. So knowing that I have this formula that I need to stick to allowed me to feel safer to explore the improv that we added.
Oh, the cow. Well, there is a tradition in Panto. The reason he's asking about a cow is because there's a tradition of always having an animal. And a lot of times it's a horse. Last year we had a cow. In this year's Panto, the animal was the Wookiee, Chewbacca. And so the tradition is actually not specifically a cow or a horse or whatever. It's just there always has to be an animal who helps the hero along his journey. It's part of the very traditional structure of the show. Animals help us. They're our friends.
Because they're so pure of heart.
They're so pure of heart and so fuzzy.
Yes, this is our third year as a family coming, and we just love this is our tradition every year to come here. And I'm just so grateful that we can bring the kids to something and introduce them to theater, and we're entertained too. So.
Oh, good.
That's the goal. That is the
Yeah.
There have been several ensemble members who, you know, as we get into performances of this, it's just like waiting to hear the squeals of the kids, like just makes all the hard work worth it. It's so rewarding. And you know, I guess when we do all comedy, why not do something that, you know, the whole family can enjoy? So.
And I sit here, this is usually where we sit, and I still flinch when the bucket comes in. I know, there's confetti in there and not, you know, great. It's good.
Thank you.
Next year, just for you, we'll put shaving cream in.
Now we know where to go.